and welcome to Plus One to Gaming. I'm Chris.
And I'm Eric.
And joining us once again are our co-host cohorts, Billy and Mark. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, pretty awesome, because we're on part 2 of our romp through Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. Eric, do you want to give us a quick summary and take us back into the game?
Yes. So let's do a quick recap. When we left you last, you were in a study room in the Vatican Library. Twain was reading a book about demonology, I believe is what it was. Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. When the book suddenly turned into a ectoplasmic orb and attacked you and nearly wiped you out. By the skin of your teeth, you defeated the orb, and then through some conversation with a page, learned that this is not the first time this has happened. Really, even in this week, there are 2 other books that very similar things happened with. And he told you that the people who brought in those books are still in the Vatican or in adjacent area. And their names were Yarlin High Scroll and Valor, however you pronounce it. And you decided you wanted to go speak with one or both of them. Who would you like to speak with first?
Which voice are you more confident with?
Phew, man. I was practicing this morning, and to be honest, neither. Saturday is my practice day, so I've been robbed of that.
I've spent an inordinate amount of time this week practicing character voice, so...
Yeah, I do it in the car a lot, driving to and from work. So we'll see which dealer's choice.
I guess the British guy would probably be.
Yeah. So Yarlin High Scroll is the British guy, and you got a little bit of a rundown of each one of them from the Vatican page, Sprig. I believe so. And he basically told you where to find either of them. So you don't have to search or ask questions. So you can go. Yarland High Scroll tends to frequent the pub that's right outside the Vatican gates. So you will find him there. And then Valor will be kind of around the Vatican, easily findable.
Yes, well, I could use a stiff drink. Let us go to the pub.
Okay, so leaving the Vatican, because there are obviously no pubs in the Vatican, but the businessmen of Rome are smart, so there are pubs right outside the Vatican. plenty to choose from. There's one that you see that tries to mimic a little bit of a British pub, and you know that's where any sort of self-respecting British person would choose that pub over the other wine bars and bistros. When you enter, it's still the middle of the day, but there are a few patrons in here. It's dark wood, smoky, smells of barley and hops, and you see a young man sitting in the back corner with a few books open on his table and a pint. And from the description that you got, you're pretty sure that this is Yarlin High Scroll.
Mark Twain walks up to the bartender. I would assume they speak English because it's a British-style pub. He says, 2 pints of the best brown you have, my friend. And once he gets the pints, he starts drinking one and carries the other one over to Yarland High Scroll, who we assume that is Yarland High Scroll, and set it down in front of him. And
do you want to say something, or?
I was going to say, it's oh, this is much better than that terrible sacramental wine that I've been stealing from inside there. Get my drift.
So he looks up kind of surprised from his books, and you see a huge smile across his face. And he says, Oi, chaps, are y'all British?
No, my good sir, I am Samuel Clemens from the good U.S. of A. I don't know if you've heard of me, my pen name, Mark Twain. And he winks his eyebrow and, does give the little look. I think at this point he's pretty famous.
He says, "Oh, of course I heard of Mark Twain. I love your books. I thought for sure y'all was British because your pants go down to your ankles and you're wearing socks, so I knew you weren't Italians."
I will leave the. I will forgive the subtle racism, but I'm here with my very good friend, Nikola Tesla. Maybe you've heard of him, and my also good friend, Mr. Houdini.
What?
Nikola Tesla, of course I heard of him too. I never heard of no Houdini though.
My friend, trust me, you will someday. You will.
What books is he reading? While they're talking, can I eyeball them?
Yeah, they're history books. Books about Italian history.
Ah, I see you're a bookworm as well. What is it that you're studying?
Oh yeah, I know my voice, my accent, I sound kind of downstairs, but I'm wicked smart. I read all the books in Cambridge already. I had to come down here to the Vatican to do a little more research. I'm a historian.
Well, what are you researching? I am a student of history myself, and I would be very surprised if there wasn't a subject on this great earth that old Nikola Tesla wasn't already familiar with as well.
This book's about the unification. It's relatively recent history, but still interesting nonetheless. I try to put together kind of a full encompassing view of Europe unifying, because at this time, Italy just kind of recently had like a unification war, similar to like what Germany does in like a few years.
Interesting. I've not heard of this recent Italian politics. Not quite familiar, but am familiar with, and maybe you're familiar with too, is books that seem to attack people.
Oh, you chaps heard about that? I
heard about it. We experienced firsthand, and let me tell you, it was almost our downfall.
What are you talking about?
Well, we nearly survived by the skin of our teeth.
It was quite the terrible interaction.
You boys have one of them books attack you too?
At this point, Tesla pushes play on his little contraption, and that 6-second clip, like a small projector, shows the little 6-second clip that I got when we were fighting it.
Oh, what the devil is that? That is amazing.
This thing nearly took us all out.
Yes, it's an interesting scientific anomaly, and we were hoping you could help us identify it.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. That's what those books look like when they attack people?
Yes.
That's what our book looked like when it attacks people. I unfortunately cannot give tale of any of the other instances.
Sidebar real quick. Do we know that this guy was attacked, or this guy was someone